As rational as it can be, you still need that moment where it has to be based on faith, and it can be faith with all the rationale behind it, but it still is that moment of faith. I'm Dane, married to Kelly. We have 4 children. We're married 20 years, October 21st. I'm a Wagga born person. Lived here most of my life. Wagga's really, really good. I think for a place to raise a family, it's very good. It's got everything you'd need. I don't come from a formal Christian background. Mum and Dad were both baptised, as most people of their generation probably would have been. My wife, however, is a Catholic. Our kids have been baptised Catholic, so I've had a bit of exposure, and I've worked at an Anglican school for nearly 14 years. Second half of my life had religion on the edges at the very least. I work with Gareth Tyndall and Sarah. I've worked with both of them. A bit of to and fro with Gareth over the last few years about some Christian doctrine and ideas, and he invited me to a men's curry last year. From that, my wife and my 2 youngest children have decided to start coming to St Aidan's. I think just a lot of little markers and just keystones along that road kept stringing me along, I suppose. I've always been a philosophically minded person. Rational, intellectual side of sort of Christianity's interested me, at least from from that history of ideas. I've just learnt more and more, and just discovered more. Like I said, asked Gareth lots of questions. I listened to a podcast series on the psychological perspectives on the Bible a few years ago when I was driving to Perth with my son for his L's. On first listening to him, I thought, well, Christianity makes sense because this is how our minds are kind of working psychologically. But I've since kind of worked it out. No, it's the other way around. Our minds work like that because that's the way that they are supposed to, given God's creation. I think I used to approach things from a point of view of, all right, I need reasons for this to believe this. But now I'm at the point where I need reasons not to believe it. It seems so compelling. So that was just a way for Gareth and I and me to kind of look at, okay, well, this is the kind of things I'm seeing in the world at the moment. And being school teachers, you see teenagers and some of the issues that they go through, and I kind of went, okay, let's have a look and say, is there answers in the Bible? Do we need to go into Collins bookstore and go to the self-help section and find all these new ideas? Or is there anything, is it already here? Has it been laid out for us and we're just searching in all the wrong places? And was I searching in all the wrong places? Song we use at the end is a song from a band I used to listen to when I was younger, called Live, and the song's Operation Spirit. There's a line in it where he says, a lot of talk about Jesus, a man of love and a man of strength, but what a man was 2,000 years ago means nothing at all to me today. And that was probably my attitude listening to that as a teenager. And I know now that there is a lot that he can have to say, even 2,000 years onwards. I think the real moment was the 2017. We take kids over to the Solomon Islands for Duke of Edinburgh, and it was my first trip. Again, I wasn't supposed to go. It was the other person that was signed up to go in June ended up not being able to go, so I got the Steve Bradbury Last Man Standing Award. We were in a little church called Gulgaha Community School, very most basic buildings and everything like that. And we were in the church there, and these kids just started to sing, and it was just magical. And that really filled me with faith and hope to see these people with nothing. They had everything they needed, which is their faith and their family. Still gives me a bit of goosebumps thinking about it. Probably from that moment I really started, okay, is there any reason not to believe this? There is a lot of radical ideas in what Jesus preached. The difference is that he's the Son of God. Like it changes the whole ball game, because it's not just an idea, it's actual truth. It's a very significant change in attitude. Yeah, very. They've been great. Would have been last September, October when we first started coming, and we've just felt really welcomed, and it's been just lovely to be part of a community. Just thank you for having us. Thanks for, obviously Gareth has been a big part of our journey, but I feel everyone's part of that journey for us now. Certainly helps me be stronger in my newfound faith, and I look forward to being here for a while. Just pray. At this stage, from my family, I'm the only one kind of making this journey. 4 sisters and a brother, and they're all at varying stages of their lives and relationships and whatnot. A few of them are going through some transitions at the moment, so people can pray for them, because I'll be doing it as well.